Hey, it's JD from Smarter Not Harder Mindset, and I want to thank you for joining me on this video today. And I get asked all the time, what is it exactly that you do? So what we do is we teach entrepreneurs and business owners how to remove the obstacles that are preventing them from having the success that they want in business. Anything that's limiting them and not allowing them to achieve the income levels and the client base that they want and the freedom that they want and the enrichment that they want in life. So that there's no longer any limitations for them. You see, there's a successful entrepreneur inside of all of us. And, that successful entrepreneur is waiting to come out. The reality is that when you are an entrepreneur, as we all know, success already lives inside you. An entrepreneur is a special breed of person. And, we just teach you how to connect with your best business self so that you can realize that success that lives inside you. You see, the problem is most entrepreneurs and business owners try and face all the challenges or obstacles in business completely on their own. And the reality is you weren't meant to face all the challenges in business completely on your own. Once you discover that, you now have the courage and strength to open up to the reality that you need this vital component in your business. And that is when the opportunity to achieve your goals, dreams, and vision of success becomes a reality. You see, the big opportunity is growing your business and growing your profits and growing your customer base and having more freedom and more time and having enrichment in your life and the lives of the people around you. So people ask me, how did you get to this place in time? How did you end up, being someone that teaches and coaches and mentors people to do this? Well, you see, when I was a child, when I was around 9 years old, I was standing on the front lawn of my house one day, and this great big truck backed up to our house. And I had 6 brothers and sisters. There were 7 of us all together, and we lived in that neighborhood for a long time, had a great group of friends, and pretty much every house on that street had kids in it. And what had happened is, the reason that truck was backing up to our house is they were coming to take all our stuff. They were coming to take everything we had in our house. And the reason that was happening is because my dad's business had gone bankrupt. And as a child, I didn't really understand or process that well, and nobody sat me down and tried to explain it to me. And it was really quite a terrible feeling once I grasped what was going on as I was watching these men collectively, one by one, remove all the items from our house. The only thing they were obligated to leave behind was just our mattresses for our beds. And really, at the end of the day, that didn't matter anyway, because we no longer had our house. We now had to find a place to live. And as a child, to have to go through something like that, and with nobody actually explaining to you exactly what's going on, it left me very confused and hurt inside. And not only did we lose everything that was inside of our house, because we had to move, I lost all my friends. All the people I was closest to couldn't go to the same school anymore. And there was a process that we went through in moving where we were just disconnected from everything and we had to start over again. And the only reason we had a place to move into was that a local church helped us. Here's 7 kids standing on the front lawn of this house, and you could see these men going in and out and removing anything, and none of them would even look us in the eyes. None of them would even had the courage to look at us as they were removing all our personal effects, leaving us with just the clothes on our back and a few mattresses. And it affected my family very deeply. From that moment on, there was this massive disconnect. You see, my dad was so destroyed by this event that he turned to drinking. And for the next 10 years, I really didn't have a father because he was off drinking. And so when I became an adult myself, I promised myself that I would never let anything like that happen to my own family. And unfortunately, the reality is, it did happen. As I got into my adult life and started my own business, one day I was standing in my business, and it was around 5 o'clock in the evening, and it was a restaurant. And, people were filing in and getting ready for dinner. And it was in the middle of the winter. And I realized there was no heat in the building. And before too long, the staff in the kitchen came out to me to tell me that they had no gas to cook. And this cold feeling just ran through my body, because in that moment I'd realized that I'd failed in business, that I was going down the same path as my father. You see, the reason the gas wasn't working is the landlord had turned it off because I hadn't paid the bills for the business. And the realization was that I was about to lose everything. And that reality became true. And so the promise I'd made to myself to never allow this to happen to me and my family now became a reality. It was a pretty dark, dismal moment. I can't even describe to you the stress, the anxiety, the pains. There was moments as I was going through that process where legitimately I thought I was having a heart attack. I was laying in bed and pains shooting up and down my arms and in my chest because of the anxiety of that moment, because of the realization of what had happened. Somewhere along that process, there was something missing from my business that didn't allow me to achieve the success or the goals or the dreams that I had. Something was missing. There was a key component missing from my business. And what I was guilty of, like so many others in business, is I was trying to handle all the challenges that I faced in business completely on my own. And once I'd come to that discovery, because I was an entrepreneur, and as you know, entrepreneurs don't rest, they don't sit still. Just because I had this one failure, I didn't allow it to keep me in a place and time where I couldn't take care of my family. And so I knew I needed to change something. I knew there was something vital I needed to do. And once I had the courage to own this, once I had the courage and the understanding that this key component was missing from my business, and I opened myself up to allowing people to help guide me, to help mentor me, to help take me down a path they'd already been down, a path to success. So I didn't have to face the challenges or obstacles or limitations in business anymore. Now I had people to guide me that had already been down those roads, that could warn me of the obstacles and the limitations. All I had to do was walk in their footstep to get to that end goal of success, of achieving my goals and dreams and vision. What this allowed me to do is to go from being in a situation where my family had lost everything to within 12 months earning over $400,000, all because I changed this one component in my business. And in that time since, I've been able to help other entrepreneurs and business owners do the same, because I've let them walk in my footsteps. We've taken the time to figure out where they are and where they want to go, what their goals and dreams and vision is, what their dream and vision for success is, and then we've set them out on a roadmap to take them to that place and time. So if this is something that resonates with you, I hope that I've served you today with this message. And I wanted to offer you a gift for taking the time to check out this video. And the gift I wanted to offer you is a free 45-minute breakthrough strategy phone call, so that you can gain an understanding of what the limitations are that you're facing in business that are preventing you from achieving your goals and dreams and vision of success. So you can have that breakthrough, and now you can start heading down that road to success that you've been trying to get on for some time now. So I look forward to the opportunity of having some time to chat with you about that, to help you have that breakthrough. And I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I look forward to connecting with you sometime in the future. Thanks so much.